Okay, so I will say, give me a second, because I don't feel like being on camera today, so I'm not gonna turn my lights on. I'll just plug my PNG real quick. Plug in my PNG on, for example, like this page. I think she's already over here. She's minimized, so I just have to essentially, okay. Fab. Oh, that's unnerving. There we go. And now I can just go ahead and turn off my camera and be okay. Like, I just don't feel like being on camera today, that's all. Like, that's just where I'm at right now. I'm gonna go ahead to undo myself. Oh my god, why do you do this to me? I don't know why the colors aren't lining up. I don't know why the audio isn't really responding either when I'm mumbling, which is annoying, but it is what it is. I'm going to turn off my face cam and the end screen too, because most of the time when I'm on the end screen, I just say goodbye to y'all anyway. It is what it is. Yeah, no, today is not a day where I want to be on camera. It's just a time. Okay, it's a time. I have to leave. Where's my watch? I lost my watch. That's what kind of day it is! I'm trying so hard not to be an irritable human being. I'm failing. Also, I have not been able to figure out what's going on with Mix It Up. They're just like, oh, go to the Discord. I'm like, you assume I want to talk to anyone. Ever. Like, look, I get enough social interaction having to talk to random people in the grocery store. I don't want to do more than that. I don't. Okay, I just don't. But yeah, we're playing Metal Gear Solid 3 today. Whoa. I don't know why, but it's saying like... I'm just gonna try something else. I am so tired. And yes, I understand how late in the day it is. I'll be honest, last night I took my anxiety medication, which makes me really sleepy. Because I'm a fucking disaster right now. Like, genuinely just very... You didn't want to see me yesterday. Let's put it that way. I was not in a good place. I haven't been in a good place like all this week. But the coping is coping. It is what it is. Yeah, Mix It Up's not going to work today. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So, give me a second to type into my own chat. And yes, we are not playing Metal Gear Delta. Because fuck that shit. I've said it a couple times. If they were going to remake a Metal Gear game, it should have been Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, or Metal Gear Solid, or Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Why did you go for the one that is like one of the newest of the classic titles? Why? And particularly, I can be angry about this, because Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty and even Metal Gear Solid 3 have glitches in the, what's it called, collection. So, I'm allowed to be angry. Anyway, I've had a week. Luckily, okay, so, like, I work with kids. If my kid is not there, if, like, one of my kids isn't there all week, I have a half schedule usually. One of my kids was supposed to be there. He was not there due to, family stuff. I'm not entirely sure what. It's none of my business, because it's not my life. It is my paycheck, so I feel like I'm only allowed to be a little bit like, but that's about it. But luckily we had so many people that needed coverage that I worked full schedule except for one day of the week, which was fine, fun, great. And I wish I could complain more a little bit, but I really can't, because even my regular kid, because I have a morning kid and an afternoon kid, my one kid that was there all week, like, we got to vibe all week, and I'm like, that's great, because kid's going through some medical stuff, and, like, my boss is like, we just gotta take it easy on him. You're putting too much stress on yourself, and you're putting too much stress on him. And I'm like, okay. So we got to just play, and he was happy, I was happy, everybody's happy. Except for the fact that everything in my brain hates me right now. And it's my brain, it's not anything that anybody else did. The stress comes from within, and it's terrible, but it is what it is. So, we're gonna go and talk about our rules and regulations before I get further off topic. Oh my god. Okay. So, down in the description below, there is a website. That website is sam-v.card.co. That is this website. That is my website. So you can find a ton of useful stuff, such as my introduction about myself. You can see my featured links, which I still haven't updated. Fuck me on that. My directory, my gallery, where to find me everywhere on the internet, even if I'm not active on those places. So, like, if you're like, oh, this Twitter account claims to be so-and-so. No. I'm not active there anymore. My community rules, that is what we are talking about right now. My important resources, my frequently asked questions, i.e. questions I don't want to answer. Nobody asked the question, but don't ask them, because they're already answered. My suggestion box. If you go to the important to me, you will find my community rules, a ton of resources and charities, and my terms for my merchandise, which is just don't feed my shit into an AI, or I will be very, very upset, and you don't want to see me upset, because that's a bad time. So help me, I'm so stressed that I want to just vibrate right out of my skin. Don't make me take that out on you. When you go to my important links / rules, or, my other rule area, there's 2 of them because they're important. And these are our rules. We can all have a silly fun time. If we don't have a silly fun time, I will get very mean very fast. I told you already, my stress levels are through the roof. Don't make them go further. Okay. Don't make them. Okay? Don't make them. Let's have a good time. We can't have that good time if we're having a bad time. All right. Everything's okay. Everything's good. Everything is safe and kind. Except for the fact that I just freaking remembered something that I forgot to do, and it's going to be annoying to fix. It's not like a lot to fix, but it's annoying to fix. Anyway, so there are some deals on Steam. I'm not making use of them right now. I probably should, because I need something to play before Metal Gear Solid's next collection comes out, but shut the fuck up. Sorry, not you. I need to have something to play before the Volume 2 comes out, but I haven't done that. Admittedly, like, I have, like, I'm gonna probably play some my demos, because I have a ton of demos that I haven't played, and I have a ton of indie games that I haven't played yet that I feel like I could do a pretty good blind playthrough of. Because they're, like, short games, not, like, super long games. I'm sorry, like, that sigh tells you exactly how just exhausted I am. Your boy's going through it, alright? It is what it is. I did stop yelling at me. It was not modified. You can... I'm yelling at my art program because I knew that I had the thumbnail for this exported, but I think I somehow lost it, and I don't even know if I uploaded it correctly, so let me go and, like, check that real quick, because I can. I did. Okay, good. So yeah, if you're curious as to how much I slept last night on my anxiety medication, which I say it's an anxiety medication, really, it's just a specific class of allergy medication that puts you, like, very, very sleepy. Apparently it never updated. Woo. Okay. Stop bugging me to buy pizza. I don't want to buy pizza. You know, you make an account because you're like, oh, I want pizza tonight. Let me order pizza. And it's easier to do that if you have an account. And then, like, you buy the pizza and then they can't stop bugging you about, you should have pizza every day of the week. It's like, I don't want to have pizza every single day of the week. Okay, yeah, I slept 14 hours. That's not good. I was really tired, though, to be fair. I was really tired, though, to be fair. I said 14 hours is in any way, shape, or form normal. Alright, look, I was off the game, alright? Shush up. Okay, so, can't do that yet. Yeah, discard the changes. There were no changes. Alright, looks like I have to actually go into the game first, because the launcher is already added, so I have to add the actual game. Shut up, my brain got stuck. Oh, that doesn't fucking work. Wow. Whoa. That was fine. Okay, that is not... Can we please? Any way, shape, or form? There we go. Hopefully my controller works. If not, I'll have to restart this, and that'll be an experience that sucks. Okay, good. We got sound. Guys, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, just listen to the music.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. reaching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain.
This is so extra.
Feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else.
God, I hope this doesn't get copyrighted.
It's the way I
You're only hearing this, well, however many times they played in the game, which is a lot, so.
I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Woo! We're done with the intro credits. Alright. Are you not? Okay, so you do work, it's just the icons are wrong. I don't know if I love that. We're gonna do a new game plus, okay? We're gonna do a new game plus. We're gonna play it on easy though. So I need to add some context because yes, you can see that I completed this game twice. I was really sick. I was really sick. Okay, I was like horrifically sick. This is back in August, okay? Was it August? Yes, it was August. Thank you. August. I got sick with COVID. I was really sick. I ended up having to go to the hospital because my heartbeat was way too high. And they're just like, oh, you used too much too fast. I'm like, I'm a fairly, like, healthy person and, like, fit despite the fact that you might not think it because I am, you know, heavy. One sec, something's bothering me. My heart rate should not be getting to, like, 150 just sitting down having a conversation with someone. And they're just like, no, you just deconditioned, it's fine. I'm like, it's not fine. Okay, lock that, then. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to move the thing. There we go. Good enough. But like I said, motherfucker, I was really sick. Like, really sick. And what do you do when you're sick? You got nothing better to fucking do. I'm stuck in my room. So, I was like, hey, I just finished this. I don't want to play the game on very easy, but I do think I want to play on a new game plus. I should just play Metal Gear Solid 3 again, just so that I'm prepared. And I did that. It was really fast. It's not a long game if you skip all the cutscenes. The cutscenes are what make it long.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
So, this is the thing that kind of bothers me about Metal Gear Solid 3. If Solid Snake was the recessive gene pool of Big Boss, wouldn't Big Boss look like Liquid Snake? And if Solidus was the quote-unquote perfect clone of Big Boss, wouldn't he sound like Solidus? But no, because apparently we really just
over Pakistan, altitude 30,000
like Solid Snake enough that we're just like,
Soviet
alright, throw him in there.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
This is my brother's favorite game in the franchise, and I'm just like, for all the wrong reasons. Always, for all the wrong reasons.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
That is not how you put out a cigar.
Depressurization complete.
This game has like a lot of little things that are
6
intended
minutes to
to
drop
be
off.
funny.
Opening rear hatch.
I don't think any of them hit for me though, which is kind of a problem.
Sunrise.
Like, just, I've played this game the most. I watched my brother play this game, and I
External temperature
do
minus
not
46
like.
degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop
Actually, I
off.
can't say it's the one I
Stand up.
played the most, but regardless, like, you get my point.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off.
This one just doesn't speak to me as much,
Activate the alarm.
so we're just gonna
This
have
is
as much
one
fun
for
as
the
we
history
can.
books. The world's first Halo jump.
That's how you put out a cigar,
Stand by.
but that's not how that would have worked
Status
in a
okay.
physics way.
All green.
It's fine, stop nitpicking.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings and
And fly. God be with you.
The parachute's defective and he just goes splat. Like I said, this is my brother's favorite. This is a lot of people's favorite Metal Gear Solid game. It doesn't speak to me personally, and I'm just gonna try to have as much fun with it as I can. If it at some point stops flashbanging me with this white screen, and I'm afraid to hit any buttons because I don't want to skip a cutscene. Fabulous. Hello? Metal Gear Solid 3. Are we doing anything productive, useful with our time? I gotta see someone. Real quick. Why did you just bring me... Okay, so you guys can't see it. What? So on my screen, I'm seeing that load game screen.
Jack, I've got some...
Cool.
The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Okay.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754
Not to be
Design
confused
Bureau,
with Mad Scientist
one of the
Sokolov
Soviets'
from
top
Dishonored.
secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why'd he want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side.
Yep.
Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
Yeah, they're really not
I guess
that far
you're
off
right.
when you think
We
about
don't know the
it.
details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is
I
Sokolov
probably
still-
shouldn't have done that.
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains.
Deal
about
sounds
3
too
miles
good
to
to
the
be
west,
true.
known
It
as the
probably is.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Just falling through the air. And just so you know, I had my controller on the desk,
Listen up,
and it was
your mission is to infiltrate
so-
Selinoyarsk in the Soviet mountains. Ensure the
the
safety
haptic
of Sokolov
feedback
and
was
bring
so
him back to
strong,
West.
it shook my entire desk. Oh yeah, we have that first-person view thing, which you're just gonna have to deal with having to do.
If we don't get Sokolov
Keyboard
back
and mouse
before that
up.
weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
We are not going to use most of that first person. We'll use it occasionally, but not often, because I just don't love
Once we've
it.
confirmed the rescue of
I don't
Sokolov,
think
stand
it
by at the recovery point.
adds a
A
lot.
recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Fabulous. Drama. So drama. Oh yeah, we're still not done.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be
I don't think you
careful,
can.
you might have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence.
Bold of you to
Is that
assume
clear?
I won't be seen.
This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's
Everyone's gonna know
specialty.
I'm here.
In other words, weapons and equipment are procure on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button.
Is
I'll
that
be
why?
monitoring
I don't
progress
know.
of the We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
This is gonna be great. Okay, so first of all, fine. Yes, okay. Ooh. Let's eat a snake. You know, start that out nice and... lovely.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button.
Basically, you don't
For
have
other
to
equipped items,
go
just do
through
the
a
same
ton
thing
of
from Item.
things.
Got it. Use
For
the
the few
survival
things that you
viewer
need.
backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire.
They
Once
really
its
went all in
durability
on the
reaches
survival
zero, the noise
aspect.
suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges,
That's
too.
fundamentally
Your
not
presence in enemy
possible.
territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word.
No.
And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
I don't like you.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved
Yes,
save
we
frequency.
found a girly that is not
140.96.
my
so
friend.
saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
The boss.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top-secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Y'all talk so much.
Sure, but what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
Maybe you should.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
This is like
It means
such a
devoting yourself to
depressing
your country.
I follow the president
game.
and the
It
top brass.
really is.
I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
Loyalty
People
to a
are the ones who
cause.
dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative
See,
terms,
that's smart.
constantly changing with
This
the
is
times.
true.
As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's
Look at
no
the
point
state of
in
things right
believing in
now.
anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to
depressing.
think.
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
I wouldn't
That's
take that
right.
as a
The
compliment.
legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me.
I think that's a large part of why
and one more
this
thing,
just
boss.
doesn't
Yes,
It's
hit for
good to
me.
hear your voice again.
same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare
Like
and infiltrating
I ragged
buildings.
on
But
the
this is the jungle. Survival is
love
going to be
speeches.
key.
Very
Those
solid.
CQC
One
techniques I
and
taught
two,
you are
but
sure to come in handy.
I enjoy that
CQC,
more than like
close
there's
quarters
nothing,
combat, huh?
nothing to have faith
I've
in.
been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember.
I'm never
After
gonna
all,
make use
this
of
is your
calling you.
first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
And like I probably should
Your mission
call her,
is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov.
because there is a
Dr.
lot about
Sokolov
this
is being
game that
held
they
in
don't
an
explain
abandoned
to you
factory
outright. You
located
just
to
have
the
to
north of
figure
your
it out.
current position. Avoid
Or read
heavy
the
combat
manual.
and don't let
Reading the
anyone
manual
see
is a good choice.
you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing Virtuous mission now.
Lovely. Okay. Crouch down. Hit. Shoot. Action. Okay. Oh my gosh, just give me the fucking knife. Fabulous. Oh, and we do have the ability to first-person aim. I will never be using these. So let's, first of all, clear out the stuff I'm not going to use. Ooh, I might use the camera. Let's take some selfies! I'm kidding. But we absolutely could take some selfies. Also, yeah, because this is the second time around, I have some fun little things that we're not going to be using right now. What the fuck is going on with your hair, bud? I love the weird stuff. Also, because of camouflage, we have actual options. Do you want to be Raiden? We can be Raiden. Green. Okay. Some of these you have by default, and some of these I earned. Poorly. Okay, poorly. Let's go. Commence that virtuous mission. So once we're done with the virtuous mission, I am logging off, okay? Look. Look at that. It's an alligator. It's an alligator. We're getting into our wildlife photography era, okay? Look at that. There's a bird. Ooh, lost the bird. Where did the bird go? There he is. No, I don't like that one. There we go. Look. We don't need to be caring about the wildlife photography. I think it's funny. I like that one better. Oop, I drowned. Hee hee. That mean we lost our wildlife photography? No, we didn't. Okay. Fabulous.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle.
Yeah.
If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed.
I don't need the stealth talk. We are not stealthy.
You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Yeah, lovely. Great. Okay. So. Having any conversations? No. I have. There we go. I can't believe I fucking hit that, though. What the fuck, man? Come on. We're going on a trip. So what I was aiming for was the radio on his chest, and I hit it. Okay, there we go. Nice.
Just my imagination.
Heh. Oh, not what I meant to do. My mistake goes away. Nothing happened. I did not slit that poor man's throat. It didn't happen. Okay, you guys know I'm innocent, right? You guys know it was a mistake, right? Come on, pick this. There we go. I did not do it on purpose. Okay. Don't die. Nope. Wait. No! Shit! Fuck. Ow. I was like, what button is it? We haven't gone over hanging yet, and it's been a minute. Maybe they're allergic, you know? Maybe they're just, like, allergic to the bees. The bees. So they're like, wait. Okay, now, real quick, let's eat some food. Not because we need to, because I think it would be funny.
Disgusting. I want some more.
Oh, damn. We are almost done. Yeah, this is a short one. That's why.
Major.
It is.
I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I
You
wonder
gotta
how
get
many are
those,
inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. And do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Okay. So, handgun sniping time. I can probably take out that one.
Just my imagination.
Come on, man, turn around. I'm doing this the stealthy way instead of just storming in there and beating you all up, so come on. Oh, crap.
Who's that?
Oh, shit.
Radio, where's our backup?
We just gotta get all these guys out of the way right now. Into the corner. Thank you. It'll be safer for you, safer for me, safer for everyone involved. Look, you even got a nap buddy. That's kind of nice, right? Wait. Oh, I have bullets for that. Oh. Just a second. Sorry. I'll stop. Mother of Christmas. Right, Mother of Christmas. I have to come up with some pretty interesting curse words because I'm not allowed to curse at work. Okay. Mother of Christmas is one. Jiminy Christmas. Christmas is a big one. Christmas just in general. Like, we gotta make sure we got all the things before we activate the next section of things. Okay, we got all the things. That means wake his ass up. Hey, hey! Knock, knock! I'm here to rescue you!
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah.
Kinda.
I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Ugh. That's cringe.
Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West.
As you know, you
Despite
should,
resistance and
because
criticism
war
from
is
hawks in the
inherently an
army
evil
and the
thing.
provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside.
Well, they weren't enough to stop me
Their
either.
orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I had to kill them. There was no other way.
No one was dead!
We were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
No one was fucking dead.
Probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Everybody, oh, you're killing so many people. Nobody is fucking dead! They did the same thing in Dishonored. Wow, you're such a good assassin. I killed no one! When I put so much effort into not killing anyone and they're still talking about, yeah, you're such a good assassin. Sorry, I know. But I'll lose my mind a little bit because it's like, I killed no one. I did nothing wrong. Stop accusing me.
Freeze!
Guess what? Guess what? Do you know what's gonna happen? Do you know what's gonna happen? You should. I mean, it's not really a secret.
So this is the legendary boss.
Nope. But this is the legendary super cringe version of Ocelot.
We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you.
Yeah, certainly major.
And don't you forget it.
Wow, the theatrical behavior, bud, does not do you well. You're not good enough yet.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
That was a great delivery of what? Good, man. Damn! Okay, that was impressive.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
No, I'm not. Glad you finally noticed. Cringe.
GRU operatives!
Okay, that was a great delivery, Sokolov. I love it.
Huh. That gun.
Yeah.
If you're not the boss,
Let's laugh.
then die. Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one!
That is not shooting. That was a good track. Okay.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Huh? Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
Bro, take the loss and move on.
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good is not good enough.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov.
Oh wait,
too.
I can't see. I killed
Apparently
that
they
one.
were
I
taking
did
orders
accidentally
from a
slit that
Gru
one guy's
colonel named
throat.
Volga.
Whoops.
Gru Colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgans.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Yeah, he made the smart decision of like, they're more focused on him. I'm gonna go. Smart man. See, that just isn't as satisfying as Rydam's cartwheels. That's unfortunate.
You okay?
Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer.
The best.
They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Don't lie, bud.
Look.
That's what they were making you build.
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
I love the, like, the lip syncing is worse than the lip syncing on my PNG.
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes.
And the beginning of a hot one?
Will truly begin.
Sorry, that was a bad joke, but genuinely.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly.
That's so sad, because Sokolov never does
complete
get to
it
see his
without
wife and
my
child
help.
again.
Got it. Let's go.
And worse, by the end of this, he dies never knowing if the machine that he made against his will destroyed the world or not. Bro, it's fine, just keep moving. When you're on a rickety bridge, you have to move with confidence. You are not moving with confidence! We had, like, not this creek, but it was like, maybe you would call it a creek because it was always filled with water. But the only way across it was, this tree trunk. And I remember being terrified as a little kid, like, do we really have to go across it like this? And...
Boss?
Yeah, we did. You move with confidence, you end up being more steady. I grew up in a weird place, guys. Weird
Good work,
place.
Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
What do you think's gonna happen next? That's a lot of bees. I really hope none of us are allergic.
Hornets.
Okay, hornets. Whatever. Hornets and bees are not the same thing, by the way. Oh! Bye, Sokolov! My god, that helicopter is causing haptic feedback in my controller that is shaking the entire desk again. Why is everyone designed so interestingly here? And not in like a cute way, but like in a weird way.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back.
Look at the fucking parrot!
Boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
And now it's suddenly raining.
It's raining blood.
No, it's not. It's just raining water.
Is he crying?
This is interesting.
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
I took a break to grab
Boss,
a cat.
what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little
Such a
gift
sweet
from my new
girl.
hosts.
She's so angry with me.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he?
No one of
One of your
importance.
disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No.
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us cobras.
Baby kitty.
He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
You should. It's just a tranquilizer. Not really that important.
He's seen my face.
What, do you want to sit on the table, kitty?
If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished.
Got a cat on the table.
He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
deserves this 120%. If you hear a sudden noise, that would be... She's right under my mic right now.
The new blood has been rejected.
Yeah. She's just good with her hair down.
Done here.
Now, on to Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
I love the detail of the face paint being like smudged.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've
I have to
selected
work
the
around
affected
my cat
area,
because
hold
she is
the
just
weapon window button and
laying
use the left
on
stick
my
to select
desk
the medical
now.
item, and then
She's
press
like,
the
I didn't
arrow.
want you to hold me, but I still
With
kind of
this
want to be
method,
with
you
you.
can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Okay, I have to figure out what button it is. I don't know what button it is. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we need disinfect, styptic, suture, and bandage. Cut. Broken bone is splint and bandage, right? Yeah. Hello, my dear sweet cat. Are you finally done with me? Are you finally done with me? Do you no longer want to be with me? Oh, but I love you so much. I wasn't even touching you. Oh, wait, this is a different thing, isn't it? Yeah. Bye, dear. Whoa! She jumped down. She's done now. I'd be more concerned about that head wound, honestly. Head wounds bleed a lot. Even if they're not super dangerous, they just bleed a lot.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
I guess I'll have to. Oh, and do you guys want to know why I hate paramedic? Because paramedic is Dr. Clark, the one that did terrible things to Greyfox. So automatically, I hate her. That was so unethical and immoral. I'm still angry about it.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her.
Oh, gosh. Why do you gotta be so creepy?
Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they
That's
are our
kind
enemies,
of a
they're still our
lot.
countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Yay for cancer, death, and destruction then. I guess. Yeah, we're gonna save, and then we're gonna be done. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute the game. We're gonna overwrite this file. And then we'll switch over here while I close everything out. Which I guess was a damn good choice because nothing is responding now. Beautifully. Ah, yes, it's just the title sequence again that we already watched, so. Fabulous. And I'm pretty sure everything else will be fine. If not, I'll pull it up on YouTube to show you guys, because it's just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. It is what it is, you know? So yeah, I guess we are all done. Hopefully we'll see you next week. If not, because right now my schedule is kind of, yep. It is what it is. Schedules are fake. Everything, time is fake. The world is an illusion. It is what it is. I hope that you all have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. If not, thank you so much for spending this time with me, and yeah. See ya! Wrong button. I never remember my buttons. One day I will. Today is not that day. So yeah, take two. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!